Murder investigation is still underway this evening with the Pima County Sheriff's Department, and we now know a suspect is still on the loose, and this is a concern for neighbors in that area.
News 4 Tucson's Isabella Fredrickson joins us live from the southwest side. Isabella, how are neighbors reacting to what happened there?
Well, Sean and Angelique, I can tell you that this news was very unsettling for the neighbors. I spoke to multiple neighbors throughout today, and every single person I talked to told me that this is a very safe and quiet neighborhood.
But this neighborhood, nothing like that's ever really happened.
This same message coming from many neighbors of the southwest side neighborhood. I am told this residential area near Drexel Heights is calm, but today the scene was much different.
Deputies from the Pima County Sheriff's Department were called out to this area around 9:34 this morning for a shooting. The Sheriff's Department now is investigating this as a homicide. We have one victim that was pronounced deceased, and we have one outstanding male suspect at this point.
All morning and afternoon, the area was closed off with multiple Pima County Sheriff's Department cars and crews investigating on the scene. Shortly after reports of the shooting, White Elementary School just blocks away went into a soft lockdown. Concerned parent Juan Flores tells me he was at work and dropped everything as soon as he heard about the school lockdown.
Concern, eagerness to get down here, and so just fear, So I called the school and they promptly told me that what was going on, but I still felt the need to get down here. I got a 6-year-old there, and there's nothing scarier than getting a notification or your wife calling out there on lockdown. Once
Juan arrived to the scene, he says he's been here on the lookout as his number one concern is his daughter's safety. Hearing of a shooting so close to home was alarming.
Yeah, anytime you hear anything like that, especially with now, the times that we live in, the school shootings and all that stuff, it's a cause for concern. And as a parent, the biggest thing that you want to do is protect your child.
Brianna, who has lived in this neighborhood her entire life, says she has never seen something like this happen before.
Not this close to home in the neighborhood.
When asked how this shooting homicide makes her feel, she tells me,
well, really, I'm just confused because the worst thing that's ever happened in this neighborhood has been a house catching on fire. You don't really hear that. Everybody here usually gets along, and so hearing a homicide, that's pretty confusing. A little scared, and I feel bad for the victim's family. It's concerning that this neighborhood is becoming like this, and I hope that it's just a one-time thing and it doesn't happen again.
And investigators are still busy piecing together information to see what led up to this tragic event. At this time, there are no descriptions for the male suspect. Reporting live on the southwest side, Isabella Fredrickson, News 4 Tucson.
Isabella, thank you. And for continuing coverage on this breaking news, stay with News 4 Tucson on air and on our social media pages.